Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. So today I'm actually going to be doing the large batch that I normally do at the church. I just brought my large mold home and that'll save me an extra trip going up to the East End. So anyway, I'm doing the larger batch and I had an idea in mind. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but we're going to find out. So it's the first day of May. It's obviously spring, nice and bright, and everything's green and in blossom. So I wanted to do something kind of spring type. So I'm going to do the base of the soap using a very light yellow. I used a couple of weeks ago in hot process. This is lemon chiffon from Nurture Soap. I don't think they make this anymore, so when this is gone, it's gone. Although Brambleberry still makes one that's similar. I think it's called Buttercut Mica. Keep in mind, this is a mica that severely morphs into a really vibrant orange, but then after saponification, it turns back into this really light yellow. And I'm just going to drop swirl in two lighter spring colors, Green Vibrance, and to kind of give it an accent and have something a little different, I'm going to have Purple Vibrance. So I'm going to have a yellow base with green and purple swirled into it. I'm going to fragrance this with Dragonfruit from the Midwest Fragrance Company just because it's a bright, kind of spring-like. So anyway, that's what I have. Give me a few minutes to get set up. I'm doing the heat transfer method, and when I'm ready, I'll be back and we'll get started. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready to start making some soap. So, once again, did the heat transfer method. Nothing's been stick blended at all. It's just been hand stirred, and I know that fragrance behaves, so I should be in pretty good shape. And for this amount, I should need about 6 teaspoons of the yellow mica. And that's a little under the maximum suggested, so I'm making them just slightly heaping. That's okay. Because this is a light yellow, and I can see that my small whisk is going to be almost lost in this big container, but oh well. Now also keep in mind, this is a morphing mica. And I think in hot and cold process, it takes just a little while to start the morphing. I did it in hot process and it was almost instant, but that batter was really hot. And it's starting to turn yellow orange, but this will be a really, really vibrant orange. And it's going orange on us. Okay, now let's give it a good stick blend because it hasn't been stick blended at all, and it's really turning orange now. Alright, now we're well blended. So let's get our fragrance in. And I've already done my homework. I know I can use this entire bottle. Once again, this is pink Dragonfruit from Midwest Fragrance Company. I can use this entire bottle and I'll still be a little bit under on the maximum skin safe. So I'm going to put in just a little over half. Eyeballing, it's good enough. Just a little bit over half. And even this is a little bit under the maximum skin safe. Okay, everything is very well mixed. So let's get this into our mold. Now it's really orange. Look how orange that is. Beautiful orange, but by tomorrow it will turn back to that very faint yellow. Okay, now let's work on these accents. Let's move just a little fast because even though it's really nice and fluid, it's really warm and I gave it a really good stick blending. Let's get our green in one, our purple in the other, and I think about 2 teaspoons for this amount should be just about right. Now, if y'all have used Green Vibrance and watched me, you also know that Green Vibrance has a morphing one. It turns kind of an olive green. Really pretty and bright now, but it's going to turn kind of an olive green. But by tomorrow, it will be back to this pretty bright green that it's supposed to be. Let's get our fragrance in half and half. Oh yeah, we're still nice and fluid. Let's give this a good blending and we'll get this into the mold. Oh yeah, now our Green Vibrance is really morphed. And our base is setting up. I think I'm going to try a version of the, what do they call that? Chopstick swirl. Since we've set up a little bit. Okay, it doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but tomorrow when that orange turns back to a really nice bright yellow and that dark olive green turns back to that nice bright light green, I think it's going to look nice. But we will find out tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow for the cut. Okay, it's the next day and I'm back. Time to cut our soap, and everything went really well. The morphing colors have morphed back. We have that nice bright yellow again, and the green, the nice bright green, and it looks like we're going to have some really nice patterns in this. It got a little thick on me. I did stick blend it pretty heavily, and it was warm because I did the heat transfer method, but I think it's going to turn out great. So let's get an end bar and see what it looks like. This is one of the insides, the sides. Sure did, yeah, very nice. And I have a feeling those will all look the same. So let's get the other sidebar that was up against the side of the mold. See what it looks like, and then we'll get the middle. Yep, completely different. And let's get the middle bar, because I have a feeling it'll be different still yet. Ooh, a lot of color in the center. Even toward the end, there's more color than the end pieces. Yeah, really nice. So, I am really pleased with these. Went really well. Love this fragrance. It smells fantastic. So, I'll go ahead and finish up here. I'll get these lined up and get some pictures taken. But I am really pleased with this. And that's what I have this week. And like always, thank you all for watching. And I hope y'all stay safe. Hope you have a great weekend. It's Friday. And y'all take care of yourselves and be blessed. And I'll see you next time around. Bye, everybody.